home of the national champion UMD Bulldogs. Fans of all ages and sizes here tonight to make sure the Bulldogs get the sweep over the Maine Black Bears here in Duluth, Minnesota. The band, the fans, everyone's popped up. Welcome inside Amsoil Arena. I'm Tom Hansen, along former Bulldog captain Judd Medic here tonight, where the Bulldogs are going for a sweep against the Maine Black Bears. And again, we'd like to thank all of our partners that help bring you this broadcast, including Essentia Health and Kohler, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac. 8 goals for the Bulldogs last night, Judd. The Bulldogs head coach Scott Sandlin says that's going to be the key this year moving forward, getting contributions offensively from everybody on that roster.
Well, they got it from not only their forwards, all 4 lines, but as you said, the defensemen as well. Scott Brunovich had a goal. Nick Wolf had a goal. They had 4 points each. Anytime you're getting that contribution from your defensemen, it's usually a good thing.
And, you know, looking at some of the highlights, you know, there's Nicky Wolf's first one. They had 10 total points from your defense. Not every team can do that, can deliver that much offense from that side of the ice, Joe.
And we know the strength in this UMD team lies with that defensive core that was so many freshmen last year. They're all returning this year, obviously, and that's where their strengths will be. They're all veteran players now after that national championship.
Couple things to point out. First off, it is the 75th anniversary of Bulldog hockey this year. All the fans got stickers. Pretty cool. You've been a part of that and part of the culture and the heritage to see it grow over those 75 years, Judd.
Yeah, what a great tradition that we have here in Duluth for hockey. You know, it's a hockey city. It's been fantastic, and just what's happened in the last, 10, 15 years per se, the programs just continue to grow and put ourselves on the map as an elite college hockey program in the country.
Maine, that was their first loss last night, so you're going to see a fired up Maine team. Maine is now 2-1 on the year after that loss last night. Look for more intensity from the Maine Black Bears, not only offensively, defensively. They have to take care of their own zone tonight, Judd. I think we're going to see improvement in both those areas for Maine tonight, and the Bulldogs have to match that.
Yeah, I would expect we see a much better Maine team tonight. You know, I think on paper and what we saw last night, UMD is clearly the better team, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
On a Saturday night on the road. You want to head home with a split. That's your goal, and they're going to look to come out a little bit better tonight, a little more organized, and just play better. They switched every bit of their line combinations, and they're trying to find something that's going to work against UMD.
And the Bulldogs, on the other hand, looking for consistency. They want to see that type of performance night in, night out. As you just saw, there's Hunter Shepard being introduced. He's the starting goaltender. Nick Wolf, Scotty Prunovich, Justin Richards, Kepke, and Mackay, the starting lineup, and that was a pretty good line last night for the Bulldogs. Mackay and Justin getting his first goal as the Bulldog. We'll talk more about that when we come back. We're going to have the drop of the puck. The Bulldogs and the Maine Black Bears right here on My 9 Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Bulldog hockey here on My 9 Sports. Bulldogs here at Amsoil Arena, 1-1 actually on the year here at Amsoil, going for a sweep here of the Maine Black Bears. Judd, a non-conference game here with Maine. The Bulldogs go back on the road, but Maine and the Bulldogs, while they may have made some switches, goaltenders do not change at all. Jeremy Swayman is the starting goaltender for the University of Maine. The Black Bears, he took the loss last night. He's now 2-1 on the year. Save percentage of 87%. 3.46 goals against average. They switched goaltenders after 2 periods. Not totally his fault, Judd, but they made that goaltending switch yesterday in the 3rd period.
Yeah, there were high expectations for the goaltender Swayman coming into this year. He played well in the first weekend, obviously, and didn't get a lot of support last night. They had to make the switch naturally when you're getting lit up like that as a team. It's certainly not his fault. Maybe a couple rebounds I thought he could have controlled a little better, but nonetheless, he'll come back and with a better effort tonight.
Bulldogs, of course, counter with Hunter Shepard, won a national championship for the Bulldogs a year ago at a Cohasset, 6'1", 210-pound junior. He's now 3-1-1 on the year, 2.50 goals against, save percentage of 89%. This is his 49th game as a Bulldog here tonight. Bulldogs in the white uniforms from our right to our left, and the Maine Black Bears in their blue uniforms from our left to our right. Should be a lot of fun. This is a very talented Maine team. They received votes, Judd. I don't know if we saw their best performance last night, but I think we'd see a better, improved performance tonight from them.
Yeah, I would expect we would. You know, it's a big physical team, and there's a lot of tradition in that program, and they're well coached, and the start's going to be a kind of a telltale sign, I think, tonight. We'll talk about that as we get going here, but the first 5-10 minutes to me is going to be key tonight.
Fossier, Pearson, and Trailmax, their starting lineup for the starting 5 up front, starting 3 up front for the Black Bears. We are underway with Bulldog Hockey Night here in Duluth. Bulldogs looking for the sweep against the Black Bears. Richards knocks it down. Everybody thrilled for Justin last night getting that first goal, right, Judd?
Oh, I heard his dad was actually here last night. He's
That's
an assistant coach, Todd Richards, with the Tampa Bay Lightning, who play the Wild tonight in St. Paul. Was able to make the trip up here and see the game. I didn't see him up here last night, but the fact that he was here is pretty cool.
Yeah, and then he got the goal with the family. That is awesome. No doubt about it. Of course, he was the head coach of a couple NHL teams as well. Here we go. Bulldogs and Maine Blackbird. We had 5 goals in the first period. You think we're going to see a frenzied first period or a little more settled first period tonight?
You know, Joe? I wouldn't think we would, but you just never know what you're going to get, right?
Krieger up front to Tufte. Doesn't quite connect. Bouncing puck knocked down and out of the zone by Daw. Daw plays it into the Bulldog zone deep in the corner. After it, there's Westerlund. Westerlund trying to get it off the boards. Again, they had a practice here on Thursday. Game day stake Friday. Of course, the game yesterday for the Maine Black Bears. Sandberg throws it in front of the net. Usually not always advised, but they get away with that one. Krieger there. That's where the seam was. And they flip it right back into the Bulldog zone. That could be dangerous.
Well, sometimes that's the only play, though, and when you're confident and you're playing well, we didn't, you know, that's the only play, and that's the right play, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
It's just got to be a good hard pass, and it's got to be on the tape.
Well, here's a turnover for the Bulldogs, and 1-0. No, it hit 2 pipes. We play on. A shot taken by Vestrup. He thought it went in. It hit 2 pipes, but apparently did not go in. The official on the spot there ruled no goal right away as Vestrup, Jacob Schmidt Vestrup, otherwise known as JSS back home. It looks like they're going to review already. Minute 45 in here, Judd.
Well, Tanner Latterout blew a wheel coming through neutral zone and slipped and fell to give right there. You can see the tail end of that, giving up the breakaway, and a good hard shot rang off both posts and the crossbar. This will be. Oh, we didn't. No, I don't think that's in, Tom. It looks like it hits the post, and straight out right there.
Oh, man. When it's your night, it's your night.
That's bad luck for Maine there as they get the early turnover and a breakaway.
That'll be a quick review here, exactly. And the official was right there. Ruled no goal. And
Schmitz Vestrup inserted into the lineup. I don't think we saw him last night.
Yeah, he played last night. He wasn't an impact player.
We didn't see much of him, I say, but well, there he certainly got his
isn't that something? Yeah,
opportunity to make a difference, and they wave it off here.
Yeah, and they never ruled it a goal, too. So that would have been his second goal of the year had it gone in, but it never crossed the line. You could go on that red line, Judd. We should explain the whole puck has to pass the red line, right?
Correct. There's got to be white, you know, across the goal line, between the puck and the goal line. You got to see the white of the ice, which we did not see there.
So again, at one point yesterday was 2-2. We're still even here at 0-0. No goal. Bouncing puck in front again, steered into the corner. Louis Rail there. Chips it high and out of play. Stoppage and play at 18:04 to go. Good time to remind everyone about UMD stores. Hey, hockey fans, stay warm this season while showing your Bulldog pride in great winter wear from UMD stores. Conveniently located on the UMD campus or online at umdstores.com. UMD stores, proud supporter of Bulldog athletics. Face off to the right of Hunter Shepard. Taking the draw for the Bulldogs. Of course, is Cates, Jackson Cates, that line out there now. Plays it up to Tanner. Latterout. Shoveling it in is Matt Anderson, and they're going to make a defensive change for the Bulldogs. Bears through neutral ice. Smith plays it in, but Wolf is right there, offsides on the Maine Black Bears. As we check out some of the important parts of this game, and obviously, you know, in this kind of a game tonight.
Well, UMD needs to, they got to have killer instinct. That first 5-10 minutes, they smell blood in the water after that big lopsided victory. Let's see what they can do in the first 5-10 to get Maine thinking, oh, here we go again. And they got to play with speed. They're the faster team. We know that. Maine's physical, UMD's fast. On the Maine side, they got to stay disciplined. Although UMD only scored 1 power play goal last night, that's time when they're shorthanded and unable to generate anything for them. If they're in the box, they got to stay out of the box, and they need a little more structure. I thought they were a little disorganized.
Another turnover, another opportunity for the Black Bears, and the Bulldogs stop Chase Pearson there. They come the other way. Koepke step offsides as Richards was coming across, and the Bulldogs offside. I agree. You know, that third period could have gone a couple different ways. Good solid third period. We got a break in the action as well. So, oh no, we got a penalty. I did not see that.
Yeah, there was a rough behind the play as Trail Max getting an explanation from the referee. You can see there what exactly happened, but
going to see a Bulldog power play here early in the game. Krieger out there with Swaney and Noah Cates. Prunovich and Tufte out there. Tufte one-timer goal. Riley Tufte for the Bulldogs. And they take the early 1-0 lead for Tufte, his third of the year.
Well, Tom, what a great shot by Riley Tufte, no question about it. But the play by Scott Perunovich, watch the play he makes off the faceoff. Watch this fake pass, right? He brings it right there, just sells it. Look at, he's got all the time, buys everybody over and then throws it across. That little head fake that Scott Perunovich, we see him do that all the time, and it's so deceptive. Right there, little one. Everyone thinks he's going to move it over, but he goes forward with it, then he throws it back, and an easy one-time. Great shot by Tufte. Execution.
And I'll take it a step further. Krieger was tied up, and he kicked it to Scotty. He kicked the puck back to Scotty. That's how he got it.
Great job on the face-off. Good start by UMD.
Tufte with a goal, and that is the combination. Tufte from Perunovich and Krieger. A power play goal at 2:50 for the Bulldogs. Great start by UMD. Again, we talked about yesterday how the slow starts they've been having in the first period. That's 4 first-period goals this weekend. They had 0 coming into last night.
Well, it's nice to get it on the power play, too, obviously. Take advantage of that early opportunity and, again, set the tone to get Maine thinking, oh, here we go again. We'll see how they respond here in this shift, Tom.
Behind the net, Bulldogs have it. Mikey's going to settle things down here and start the offensive attack. Mikey Anderson outlet pass to Sandberg. Flips it deep into the corner. It's Noah Cates there. Landeru there as well. Landeru behind the net. This is his second game at Amsoil Arena. Cates. Back to his brother, Jackson Cates. Try to play it out front, doesn't connect. Anderson going back to, look, 2 helmets collided there between Louis Rail and Shea, I believe. Shea, number 27, Patrick Shea. You see that occasionally, where the helmets come together and they get stuck. Is it right where the chin guards? Is right where the chin guards come up, right? And they.
I don't know, or there's the little ear hooks where the
yeah,
mask
that's right. Yeah,
fits in there, just hooks onto the other guy's mask. And
Jade Miller, who's in the lineup here tonight, we should mention he's in for Jesse Jocks, takes that draw, wins it. And he's in the lineup. Bulldogs also added Hunter Ledig into the lineup as well. Wraparound opportunity. He's in the lineup as well. Those are the only 2 changes for the Bulldogs.
yeah, Scott Sandlin, I thought Jesse Jocks played really well last night. We talked about it a little bit, Tom, but I know Scott early in the season likes to get everybody involved and get him in the lineup, and Lelig in the lineup, and then of course Jade Miller back in, who's a junior, experienced veteran back in the lineup. Nice to be able to put him in.
Yeah.
Knowing you're going to have somebody reliable.
He won that draw clean for the Bulldogs there. Maine tips it in. They're going to make a change. Wolf goes back to get it. His first 4-point night as a Bulldog last night. Here they come. Out of their own zone. Richards gets to the blue line. Richards cuts, leaves it over for Koepke, and that one's going to go into the corner. Prunovich off the wall. No, actually, Mackay takes it off the wall. Little wrestling match with Richards in front of the net, but couldn't get the puck to the net. Mackay back to Richards. Richards in front, try to jam it home. And we're going to have a penalty here on somebody. As Richards tried to jam it in, and I think, did he get hooked? We'll tell you more about it when we come back, but a power play upcoming for the Bulldogs, another one. Back after this, Bulldogs already with the lead. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on My 9 Sports. Take another look at it. There's Richards trying to jam it home.
That wasn't the penalty there.
But that wasn't the penalty.
No, that's the penalty right there, the hook, I believe.
Yeah, Chase Pearson against Koepke there. Back on the power play, Tufte. Perunovic. Tufte fakes the one-timer. He's got Cates out there as well, Noah Cates. And Krieger and Sweeney. 5 Bulldogs out there now. Perunovic, Tufte, quick one-timer, and Noah can't hold his own and to regroup.
Well, I kind of like this power play look with Tufte kind of playing up high with Perunovic. Anytime you want to have the puck in Perunovic's hands as much as possible. And
Westerland's going to be the first one down there against Hunter Shepard. Hunter just rings the boards. Again, they've been very good on power play, special teams play here so far early on for the Bulldogs this year. Mikey leaves it off for Mackay. Sandberg now. Anderson. Roth. Down low, one-timer. Jackson Cates right there, couldn't convert. Mikey Anderson. Sandberg. Walks it in. Save made. Swayman makes the first save. Gave up a rebound. Roth has just pushed it wide on the rebound. Roth. One-timer. Sandberg missed the net. Nobody would have stopped that one. It would have been on the net. It was a rocket. Sandberg again. At the dot. Cuts in the middle. Oh, Roth couldn't handle out of his stick. Mackay. Roth. Sandberg deflects behind the cage. Good pressure from this group, huh, Jeff?
I love the puck movement. The power play today looks much better. Both units doing a great job. And
wow. And Pearson's back onto the ice, but I agree with you. That puck wasn't on sticks long. They either shot it or moved it right away.
It's a great job. Good power play. They didn't even get one. They didn't get one there, but
it's a good look.
A lot of positive things to talk about on that power play.
Picked off. Koepke. Cole walks it in. It's knocked down. Koepke with an opportunity, right spot, right time. There he is again. Here he is to the net. Koepke walks it in, and he couldn't get a shot away. Played with a stick by Swayman. Poke checked it away at the last second.
Love the effort by Koepke there. As he just used his speed, he saw some space that he could take that puck wide and drive it to the net. And he did. He tried to get a little cute there in front instead of getting a shot off. He had some time and space, but a good effort nonetheless.
Doherty scored last night, had that one knocked aside. Here comes Anderson. Matt Anderson goes into the corner. Sweeney. Krieger comes away with it though. Sweeney comes back to help him out. Krieger does keep it in the zone. Wolf plays it in the opposite corner, keeps it alive. Wow. How unselfish is this team sharing the puck, that offensive zone?
Well, nice play by Tufte there as he felt pressure and a little outlet pass to Sweeney, who cut it to the net. And you can just see what's happening here. UMD just playing with speed and having that killer instinct we talked about, and they're trying to take this game over.
Perunovic walks it in, couple fakes, then poke checked away from him. And it comes back in the UMD zone as Wolf delivers a big hit, and then he takes a hit too. This is where I was hoping we wouldn't get out of control too much, but it looks like we may have 1 or 2 penalties here. Wolf delivered a hit, and then he took a hit. I think it was after the play. Take another look at it.
Well, Wolf, big hit right in front of the main bench. You'll see right here as he goes over, plays the body. I believe it was on Svetstrup.
And then Doc comes in with a cross check.
With a retaliation cross check, and not much done by Wolf after that. I mean, you could argue that Wolf shouldn't even have got a penalty there. Should have been the initial cross check, but regardless, it looks like they're both going to go, which is the way it works.
That's the 3rd penalty for Maine, and we're not even halfway through this first period already. Bulldogs, that's the first one for Wolf. Face off at center ice. We have Cates, Latteru, and Sandberg out there along with Prudovich. Or no, just Latteru's not out, just the Cates blows. Into the corner, played by Robbins. Robbins tries to get it off the wall, but Prudovich takes it again. Finds the open ice, which was in front of the net. Sandberg. Through neutral ice, Sandberg. Noah Cates tried to get a pass to his brother, was knocked down. They always know where each other is. That's the amazing part. Scotty Prudovich on net. Swayman makes a save and holds on. Jeremy Swayman, Bruins draft pick, was busy last night. Looks like he'll be busy again tonight.
Well, he's made some good saves here tonight. I mean, UMD just pouring it on. 9 shots on goal. Still just that lone goal from Riley Tufte on that early power play, but certainly UMD a number of chances since then that Swayman and company have had to have been aware of, and Swayman's been pretty sharp.
Mackay, Richards, Mikey Anderson, Rail out there for the Bulldogs. Rail across the line, throws it on net, and deflects into the netting. 9:53 to go. Breaking the action, we'll take a break. Bulldogs with the lead 1-0. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on My 9 Sports. Bulldogs celebrating 75 years of hockey, and here's one reason why: the culture that was established by Bulldog Hockey. Judd Medic, MVP, most inspirational, best plus-minus rating, 2001-2002 season. Judd, you set the tone, or continue to set the tone for Bulldog Hockey here in 75 years of hockey. You are proud Bulldog, aren't you? That was a great year you had.
Yeah. There's been a lot of great Bulldogs over the years as Maine gets a chance here, but what a program it's been. And I saw Mike Surdich tonight before the game, talked to him a little bit, and he obviously was a big part of the foundation that was built here. I was fortunate enough to get to play for him for 2 years and then Coach Sandlin for 2 years, so I kind of got the best of both worlds, and it's been a good run here, certainly in the last few years.
I'm going to ask and put you on the spot. Of the 3 awards that year, MVP, most inspirational, or plus-minus winner, which one of the 3?
Well, I don't know. It's hard to pick one. It was, you know, I wish we would have won more hockey games more than anything. That's all I can think about from that year. But
well, congratulations, big part of 75 years of hockey. And you're right, a lot of outstanding individuals have come through and stayed in the community like yourself. Here comes Anderson, or made a difference in the community that they're at, for that matter. Miller with a shot, Swayman with a save, and holds on as the penalties expire. And you know, on top of that, just look at the facilities from the curling club to the deck to here at Amso Arena. Over the course of the history of 75 years of Bulldog Hockey, the community has supported this program as we take another look at that opportunity.
Yeah, there's been Amsoil Arena was such a big step for this program to get a new rink that was, you know, it was at a time when teams were getting new rinks and stuff, but nothing like this. This was kind of set the standard for college hockey rinks around the country, and you know, schools come here now to see Amsoil and build their new rink around what we've done here. So it's pretty cool to be a part of that.
Bulldogs with the lead here, 75 celebration, and fans got stickers, 75th season stickers on their way into the game here tonight. Wraparound, Roth, does it go in? Roth with the wraparound. Oh, I thought he had it. Colby Roth, take another look at it. Right spot, right time. Great play by him.
Yeah, great play here. Roth picks it up and has Swayman kind of leaning one way, and just nice job by him to at least squeeze the skate against that post to not allow that in. But good try there. Great shift by this fourth line. Jade Miller made a nice play down low.
Yeah, absolutely. Off the glass, Prudovich keeps it in the zone. Behind his own net now is Binner. He's back to the point. Noah Cates holds it in. Shot. Looking for a tip. Comes out to neutral ice. Here they come again. They just knock it in, and Shepard jumps on top of it, and we have a stoppage in play with 7:48. Again, look where we're at with shots, Judd. 13-2. Go ahead.
Looking at that as well, Tom, is 2 shots on goal. I mean, just an unbelievable effort by this UMD team so far tonight. A great period of hockey, much better than last night. You know, we were 2-2 at this point. Obviously, UMD wanted to tighten up on things defensively tonight, especially in the first 20 minutes. After that, it was a pretty good game for them. But
too bad you weren't looking at the screen. I think there were some family members there that were on the screen there representing Bulldog hockey here.
Oh, yeah, they're here strong tonight.
Yes.
Jerseys and everything.
Oh, jerseys, too. Wow. They come prepared. They're going to be back here tomorrow for Skate with the Bulldogs, right? 3 o'clock, 3 to 5?
We got our own little hockey practice tomorrow, so we got to. They'll be skating with this Bulldog tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
I'll be making them skate lines all day long. And
fans, if you want to skate with the Bulldogs, tomorrow's the day, 3 to 5. It's going to be a fun time. Wolf tried to chip it out, knocked down, goes in the corner, gets it back again. Coach Scott Sandlin said today before the game, he said everybody was thrilled for Richards. He was thrilled with how high Wolfie was jumping up and down, cheering for Justin Richards on that goal. That's what impressed him, was the team support everybody showed for Justin. Getting a little pushing and shoving here, and I don't think it's going to amount to anything. But
well, Richards just a heart and soul guy. He's done everything. You know, I remember when he was coming in as a freshman last year, Scott Sandlin just kind of pinpointed it, and after the first, couple of weeks of practice and maybe a game or two, he just said this guy's going to be real reliable. And it goes to show, young kids out there, you don't need to score goals to get in the lineup every night. You just got to do your job and do something well, and you're going to get rewarded for that, and the goals will eventually come. Obviously, we know he's going to score some goals this year. He may never score 20 goals in this league, but he'll score a few. He'll score some important ones, but more importantly, he just does everything else well, and that's who you want to have on the ice at all times.
Anderson had an opportunity, jumped over his stick, and it was typical Justin Richards. That wasn't given it to him. He had to work hard for that. Hard go to the net, just like the Bulldogs are right here. Scramble in front. Justin went right high. He picked up the puck on a steal and turnover.
Well, there
went
he is,
in and
right
capitalized.
Yep. There he is here in front again, looking for another one.
Scramble in front. There you mentioned it. There he is, number 19 in front of the net. Looking for another goal. Mackay had a chance, but hit a skate, and then Swayman jumped on top of it. They all look the same in the score sheet, though, don't they? It doesn't matter how it goes in. There he is taking a draw. Well, that's one of the things they like about him. Reliable there, Justin Richards. Wins that one cleanly. Real clean. And then an opportunity off the face-off, and he almost scored again there. Look where he was, 5 feet from the net. Creating some havoc. Maine keeps the puck in the zone momentarily as Mackay steals it, chips it out there to neutral ice. Mackay's got Koepke with him. Koepke, step or two ahead of him at that point.
A little extra move at the end there by Mackay, and Koepke excited to get in the zone. And that's a fun line to watch. So far tonight, they've been well. Mackay, as we see him there, and Richards, obviously, we've talked about, and Cole Koepke, the freshman from Hermantown.
Yeah.
Funny story, I coached Hermantown a number of years ago when I first came back after playing, and coached Cole's older brother, Travis, in Pee Wee hockey, and I remember Cole was just a little guy, would run around the rink, kind of following
that's cool.
us on the road when we'd have games, and staring at the Zamboni, and that's about all he cared about at that point, but it's great to see him.
Oh, yeah.
Nice family, the Koepke family.
Phenomenal high school career as well. That's cool. Cool story there. Michael at the point. Fakes the shot. Another shot deflected. I think Krieger got a piece of that one in front of the net. Another shot, and there it is, Louis Rail. So these shots aren't even getting through. Defense just knocking them down. Krieger one. There was the Louis Rail doing another one. Pearson plays it up ahead. Doesn't quite connect. Tried to get the puck there to Fossier. Look at that, Miller. Fourth line going hard into the corner. Paying the price there, Judd. With a forecheck.
We're going to shift here for Hunter Lelig for UMD. Actually made a nice play to step up in the neutral zone and stop that rush that Maine had up the ice to create that UMD chance the other way. So a nice job by him as we see the freshman, number 8 for UMD, getting some ice time here in the first period.
Black Bears sent it in behind Shepard. First one to get there, though, is Maine. Perez there, comes back to the point. Keeper now at the point, wants it, takes the shot. Look at that. Miller knocks that down, goes in the corner. Lelig is right there, as you mentioned. Billy Exo out there to block that opportunity. Again, goes behind the net. Lelig is there. Boy, he's got good size to him, too, doesn't he? 6'2", 185.
Yeah, he'll be a player. He'll get in there a little more for UMD.
Third game, just his third game here. Smith flips it into the corner.
Can you imagine trying to break the lineup as a defenseman freshman on this team for UMD with
on
the success they had last year with Wolf, Perunovic, Sandberg, Anderson, Louis Rail? I mean, it's like...
Yeah, exactly.
Where do you find an opening? But hey, you know what? The new rule this year where you can actually dress that extra player. UMD's been dressing that 7th defenseman every night because that's where they're strong, and the opportunities are going to come up. Somebody's going to get a major, somebody's going to get hurt, and you just got to be ready to play.
And like you say, you want to get everybody involved. You want to build that team chemistry, the camaraderie. You want to build all that early in the season, especially. Into the zone. Westerlund tries to send it back, doesn't connect. There's another shot. And then on Muehlbauer's shot, Shepard with the save and holds on, doesn't give up a rebound. Break in the action. We'll take a break as well. Bulldogs up 1-0. We're watching Bulldog hockey on My9 Sports. Bulldog football team with a big win on the road today, 37-17 for Coach Weezy over Winona State. Mark your calendars, November 3rd and 10th. We'll be back on My9 Sports with David Coy and, of course, Vince Repish on the play-by-play. And Zach Schneider will be back with Judd for the November 9th, 10th series with CC right here on My9. I think he's on a beach somewhere.
I heard that.
So I appreciate him stepping aside for a weekend. Kepke will be back and ready and energized. Bring you Bulldog hockey in the NCHC in a couple weeks. Shot from the point, loose puck. Bulldogs couldn't get to the rebound. Opportunity here. And again, offsides as Vestrup got to the puck, and instead of just kind of carrying it, he may try to make that extra pass behind the back, which is, you got to gain the zone first, and offsides on the Maine Black Bears.
Well, there's been a few odd man rush opportunities for Maine this period that I know Scott Sandlin will want to kind of correct and talk about a little bit. I mean, that was not a bad one there, specifically as Sandberg did a nice job to get back. They were trying to create an offensive chance at the other end that sometimes you take a chance, you might get caught, but if you have support and you have that hustle getting back to at least have that back pressure on a 2-on-1 like there and force them offside, that was a good play.
Sure.
You can see nothing happen.
Maine out to neutral ice. Trail Max plays it up ahead. Gets the puck there to Keeper. Keeper in the corner. But again, Louis Rail there to deflect it the opposite corner so it doesn't go on net. Again, the Bulldogs tied up the sticks of the Black Bears. Oh, there, that one danced around the front of the cage. And now one of the Black Bears was...
Well, Riley Tufte's going to go here for a penalty, and it was behind the play. Two players were tied up. He had Riley's stick, and he just gave him a shove, and I disagree with that call. It should have been both of them, if anything, but you can see Parker Mackay arguing the same thing with the referee right now, saying they were tied up, battling. Tufte was trying to get up there and join up the ice to the rush. And
does that happen when you're 6'6"? I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know either. I was the other guy on the other end, agitating.
So we're going to take a look at the Maine power play here. Doherty will take the draw. He's got a keeper out there running the point. Look at that, though. Justin Richards wins the draw shorthanded. Clearly. Takes it into the zone for Maine. It's the little things right there on the stat sheet right there, right, Judd?
Well, it's a big part of hockey games. You look at the face-offs, and it's the offensive zone and the defensive zone face-offs that matter.
Sandberg in the corner. Sit back over to Anderson, and Anderson's going to let it fly. And too bad. Jackson Cates was free. Couldn't quite connect with him, but wow. So far, so good for this penalty killing unit. Very impressive. Look at the pressure by Cates. Keeper is going to gain the zone here. It's over to Daw. Try to go back to Keeper in the corner. And that's bounces up high in the corner. Bulldogs again, opportunity to clear here. Cates there. And looking up ice and sending it all the way down. Jackson Cates for UMD. 1 minute passed.
That was a good job by Nick Wolf there to, again, sometimes when you're killing a penalty in your own zone, you have pressure on you, and even if you have the puck on your stick, it's not an easy thing to clear it because there's lanes taken away or you just don't have the ability to fire it out. So sometimes it's easier just to pass it to somebody who's open, who can one-timer fire it out. And that's what Nick Wolf did there. Recognize that.
Opportunity for Trail Max. He had it and then lost it to Mackay, who just flips it all the way down. Simple play.
Well,
Getting new killers out there.
Under 30 now in this penalty to Tufty and 44 seconds left in the period. So hopefully UMD can get out of this thing. And
big blast there by Pearson. Comes back to Michael, swings it on over, comes back to Michael. 9 seconds to go. Fossier. Fossier down low. Pearson tried to pull it in front of the net, didn't connect. Trail Max. Tufty is now out. Shot high and wide. Fossier and Tufty meet along the boards. Picked off. Laderoux. Laderoux up ahead to Tufty. Back to Laderoux, drops it off. Tufty couldn't get a shot away. Brunovich, though, they're going to reset with just 3 seconds, and that'll do it. 14-5 shots on net for the Bulldogs. 14-5 shots on net. They lead it 1-0. So not as crazy as the period we had last night when it was, what, 3-2, something like that after the first period yesterday. A little more patience, both teams here tonight, but still, Bulldog lead, 14-5, they dominate in the shots.
yeah, I thought it was a really good period by UMD. Obviously, that margin in shots killed off that penalty to end the period, which was an extremely positive thing. And getting that 1-0 lead on their early power play goal, the opportunity that they had. So I think it was a really good period. Maine came out. Obviously, they are still in this thing, certainly. Only down 1, but regardless, a good period for both teams, especially UMD.
We'll send it back soon here after this interview to the Black Bear Casino Resort intermission report. In the meantime, goal scorer of the night so far, Riley Tufty joins us. Riley, congratulations on the goal, but that was a team goal there on the power play, a clean win by Peter and Prunovich with a nice one-timer to you. Congratulations. Tell us through that, talk us through that goal.
Yeah, it was, thank you very much in the first place. You know, it was a good win by Peter there. I think he won it pretty clean there and put it back to Scotty, and Scotty made I think he kind of walked down there, and I'll just kind of find an open lane there, and Scotty passed it to me and just try to fire it. Get it on net somehow, and it went in. So it was a good clean by Peter, or a good win by Peter, and a great play by Scott there. So it was nice.
Riley, obviously last night, not a lot of blowouts in college hockey, but certainly last night we were on the right side of the game last night. What was the message going into tonight, leading into the game tonight after what happened last night?
Yeah, you know, last night we won 8-2, and we knew it was going to be a tougher game tonight. You know. These guys they're a good team, and you know, last night we had them, but we knew they're going to come out firing, and it's 1-0 right now, so we just got to try to stick to our systems and play the best we can.
Riley, to your left is UMD family night here, and they're honoring 75 years of hockey here in Bulldogs. And what's it meant for you and your family to be part of this culture and part of this family of Bulldog hockey here in your tenure so far?
Yeah, it's been awesome. You know, I don't regret it at all coming here. It's just we're so tight-knit here, and it just seems like everybody's a family. You know, our players, I think that's a big part of why we won the national championship last year, is because we're all really close, and you know, the parents as well. We had breakfast, all of us together this morning, and everybody's just so nice, and they get along so well. So I think that's part of the Bulldog culture here, and it's just really good.
Well said, well stated. Good luck in the next couple periods, Riley. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah, Riley Tufty, the goal scorer for the Bulldogs. They lead at 1-0 after 1 here at Amsoil Arena. Back with more on the Black Bear Casino Resort intermission report here on My 9 Sports. Second period about to start. I don't know if they're letting the ice settle here a little bit. Looks like they are, so why we got a little delay here if we want to show the stats. I think they're just letting some of the water settle a little bit. Take a look at the stats through the first period of play here. And of course, the big stat, the Bulldogs with the lead 1-0. Shots in favor of the Bulldogs there, Judd. We took a look at the face-offs as well, 13-7 in favor of UMD. That was a key stat for the Bulldogs as well as you look at the power play numbers too.
Yeah, it's been a pretty dominant night for UMD on the stat sheet, although they're only up 1-0. So, but regardless, I think it was a real positive first period, and just need to continue to do that. Hopefully see some second period like we saw yesterday when UMD had 4 goals in that second period unanswered.
Yeah, they've now outscored their opponents 12-3 in the second period this year. So the adjustments, whatever they are after the first period, have been outstanding this season. Richards, Mackay, and Koepke were underway here for the Bulldogs. They switch sides. Bulldogs in home whites, Black Bears in their white dark jerseys. Try to spring Trail Max there. Doesn't quite connect. Pearson now has it in the corner for them. Double team though, and Nick Wolf will get there for UMD. Nick Wolf was looking for some contact, didn't have any there initially. And sent all the way down. Butala had it, lost it. Good pressure there by Koepke. Sandberg lets one go. Deflection as Richards gets tied up with, looks like it was Michael, away from the play.
Yeah, I thought there could have been a couple of calls there as Richards got tripped up, then he got tackled, but good pressure here by UMD as they were able to make a line change and still maintain as Tufty's in front.
Swaney threw it in front. The puck laid there for a bit. Busted stick by Anderson. That puck goes high up in the air. Wow. What pressure by this unit here to start the second period. Anderson's already got some new wood. Tipped by Tufty. Camped out in front was Swaney. They're still keeping the zone. Tufty over to Krieger, to Swaney. This line dominating to start the second, Judd.
Well, they're playing with a sense of urgency. We didn't see this much from this line last night, but here they go tonight, obviously.
Krieger puts it in front, deflects in the corner, and finally we see an upcoming penalty. Krieger with a shot. Save made by Swayman, and now we're going to see a penalty on the Black Bears for cross-checking, I believe.
Well, it's a great shift to start this period for UMD. In fact, it was 2 shifts as they were able to get a line change after Richards' line
that's right,
started. They were able to maintain offensive zone possession and change the lines and kept it rolling there, and a couple of good chances. Nice to see Tufty again involved in the play, and UMD head to their 3rd power play of the night, 1 for 2 so far.
4th penalty overall for the Black Bears as we just get started. But yeah, what an opening 2 minutes. Cross-checking for Pearson. As you mentioned, second period has been their period this year, where they kind of widen things out. Mackay into the zone, leaves it over Sandberg. Already 1 power play goal tonight, right, Judd? That's Tufty's big blast.
Yeah, I was encouraged by their power plays, even the one they didn't score on. They had a number of chances, just good solid puck movement and creating chances and just pressure, offensive zone pressure for the full 2 minutes.
Mackay over to Sandberg. The half wall comes back on top. Anderson swings it over down low. Roth tried to get the puck over to Roth. Excuse me, it was Cates that tried to get over to Roth. Mackay back to Cates. Shot, goal, no goal. No goal, hit the iron. Jackson Cates hit the iron. Now he's got it on the top. Mackay back to Jackson. Coach likes this unit, how they keep it simple, Judd, here on the power play. Nothing fancy, they just make good, solid decisions. Jackson Cates there. Back to Roth. Back to Jackson in the corner. Jackson down to Sandberg. They got 4 players inside the docks. Over skating it is Roth. Gets it on the side of the net. Cates is there. Sandberg is there. Couldn't quite get a shot away, and they send it all the way down.
Well, again, another good pressure shift for a minute and a half there for this power play unit for UMD. Now the the other unit, you could call the top unit, comes out now with Perunovic leading the charge here.
Scott over to Noah Cates. Scotty Perunovic down low. Fossier tried to clear it out and does for the Black Bears. Pearson's out of the box. They killed it off, but there's Pearson there. Their captain's going to try and get it out of the zone. Back to Krieger. Yeah, some good chances, good opportunities, but nothing to show for it,
Yeah,
though.
it was a big penalty kill by Maine. Obviously, the last thing they want to do is go down 2 in the first 5 minutes of the second period here. Could have easily been in that situation, but they come out with a, did everything they could. They made some nice clears there to get the puck out, while UMD had pretty good offensive zone pressure there on that power play, but they are able to get out of it unscathed, and on they go.
Michael sends it on over. Ooh, a little miscommunication behind the net. Louis Rail does come up with it, though. Right out in front, and there's Billy Exel. Exel out of his own zone. Gains the main line. Here's it for Richards. And tapped out of there. And sent down. Exel on the wing. In front to Richards. Turned aside. Richards backing on top to Wolf. Just keeps it alive there. As you say, sometimes that's the smartest. It's the only lane you have. Wolf lets one go. Missed the net. Rebound in front. Big pile up. Richards there. Throws it in front. Black Bears clear, but not out. Wolf. Offensive threat that he is. 4 points last night.
That was a good job there to just battle for that puck, and even though he didn't come away with it, he still was able to get that thing deep, and here they go.
Noah Cates goal. Noah Cates, a quick mister for Noah, and the Bulldogs go up 2-0.
Well, it was kind of a 2-on-2 rush up the ice. You'll see right here, Perunovic moves it to Cates, who comes through the neutral zone. You'll see Nick Swaney drives the net. Goes right to the net, looking for a pass, and Cates uses a defenseman nicely as a screen, and just a quick shot through the 7-hole, we call it, between the arm and the body. Nice goal there.
5:35, time of the goal. Perunovic, his second assist of the night. And the Bulldogs lead it 2-0. On, like you say, a simple play. Scotty, a simple pass to Noah. Noah up the seam, and the Flyers draft pick makes his second goal as a Bulldog.
Well, I know he made a great play there to just use the defenseman. Really a kind of a harmless 2-on-2 rush there, but changed the angle of the puck, used the defenseman as a screen, and a good, hard, quick shot. It's good, simple fundamentals there in execution.
Yeah, absolutely. And awareness of where everybody is on the ice. Robbins threw it on net, but here comes the goal scorer. Noah again across the line and simply plays it in to make a change. Clean change, 5 fresh ones out there. That's ice awareness of where everybody is on the ice and making that simple play by Scotty Perunovic. That one's going to hit the netting, and we'll have a stoppage of play with 13:25. Break in the action. We'll take a break as well. Bulldogs up by a pair. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on My 9 Sports. Maine Black Bears come into the weekend. Total of 10 international players from 7 different countries. Rajendran, the head coach in his 6th season, and it's the world game. You get players everywhere, Judd, and he's finding it on this Maine Black Bear roster.
Yeah, it's kind of the way that this game's headed. We see it. We've been seeing it in the women's game for a number of years. International players, college level, and certainly is carrying over to the men's college game now. It's great to see.
Latvia, Sweden, Slovakia, just some of those. Obviously Canada, some of the spots they found Black Bear players. Boodle up front, tipped in front. Udall again right through the screen. Wow, in front was Smith. He couldn't bat it home. Ryan Smith had an opportunity. It's probably their best chance of the night, dancing through the crease a couple times. Axels, his shot just missed the mark. Roth for the Bulldogs keeps in the zone. Wolf lets one go high and wide. It's not going to get out of the zone, though. Roth keeps it alive. Perunovic 2 assists already tonight. Looking for a third. Roth had it, bounced off his stick. Swayman is there, he's down. Roth never, I don't think, got a shot away, did he, Judd?
No, he didn't. He just fumbled the initial pass. It looked like an easy backdoor goal, but that puck jumped over him, and then he could never recover to get a shot. What a great pass again by 7 in white.
Yeah,
Perunovic.
unbelievable.
Imagine that.
Fossier drops it off. Binner, Trail Max in the corner. Right through the slot, nobody home, but they're able to keep in the zone. Binner down low, and it jumps the stick of Trail Max. Cleared but not out. Pearson keeps it in. Anderson there. And now Mackay has it back to Wolf as they reset. Wolf plays it up. Koepke, I think, got a piece of it. No icing. Fossier into the zone. Krieger come from behind to help out. Trail Max. Shot. Doherty. Shepard the simple save into the corner. Mackay. He's got Tufte with him. Off the board, Sandberg. Trail Max. Flips it into the corner. We're going to have a penalty here. I believe, well, looks like it's going to be on Maine again. They touched the puck.
It's going to be Doherty. I thought it was Peter Krieger who was on the back check there, but they kind of got tied up awkwardly, and it must have been Doherty who initiated it. He's going to go off for 2 minutes for holding.
Penalty number 5 for the Black Bears. Doherty in the box. Another power play for the Bulldogs, already up 2-0. We're almost at the halfway point of this game, Judd. What are we finding out? 6 shots on net for Maine. It's difficult to get shots on this Bulldog team.
Pretty
especially short-handed.
Dominant effort so far. They'd love to get another one here on this power play.
Bulldogs back on the power play, where they've done exceptionally well moving the puck. Perunovic, 2 assists. Swiney, Krieger. Oops, little offsides there. Stoppage in play, 10:28 to go. Congratulations, women's hockey team. They get a 2-0 win over Bemidji State. They sweep Bemidji here this weekend, pick up some WCHA points. They go on the road to St. Cloud State next week. It's like this men's team goes on the road. The Fighting Irish. Quite the history between these two teams. The Irish and Bulldogs next week. Tufte in the corner. Krieger along the wall. Swiney. Half wall Swiney. Back to Krieger, back to Swiney. Tufte. He anticipated some contact. There wasn't any. Krieger. Now they're setting it up here. Cates. Noah. Try to go to Tufte, doesn't connect. Shepard stops it there. 9:50 to go in the game. Bouncing puck to Perunovic. 54 seconds, still some time. Tufte through neutral ice. Tufte winds, fires, misses the net. Mackay. The dot. He hit the iron. Solid post there, Judd.
That's a couple here in the second period for UMD. They're getting close. Now we get to see the second unit that's been really exciting tonight on the power play.
Anderson tried to feather it through to Cates. Didn't happen. Mackay back it on top to Roth. Sandberg, one-timer. Mackay, Roth. Everybody's moving. Mackay. Sandberg. Mackay again, top of the circle. Takes the shot, missed the net. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, then they've killed it off again. Sandberg down low. 5-on-5 hockey. There he is out of the box for Doherty Young. Anderson, Koepke, and Michael's going to send it right back in. No results, but again, some good chances. Richards for UMD should be able to clear it here for the Bulldogs. Gets it out of trouble. Exel, Billy Exel across the line. Exel's got Koepke with him. Swayman with the save and holds on. No rebound. Break in the action. We'll take a break as well. Bulldogs up by a pair. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on My 9 Sports. Let's look at the Bulldog bench. Maybe connect with one of the defensemen. Maybe Mikey Anderson after the period. We'll see. It's been a big part. I mean, look at the shots that they have allowed. It's been impressive what they've done defensively here tonight for UMD, and certainly Mikey's been a big part of it. And then offensively, the defense had 10 points last night. So
yeah, pretty impressive. And tonight again, of course, Perunovic, a couple of assists.
Yeah, add to that total. You're exactly
right.
A
couple of those goals. So.
Yeah, it's 12 points on the weekend. You were a scholar athlete too, weren't you? In your playing days. Top of all those other honors of MVP and most inspirational plus-minus leader. Trail Max with the steal, backhanded opportunity. They had a chance, best chance of the night, and Vestrup was denied. I think Hunter got a piece of that one. Big blast. Shepard makes that stop. Hasn't seen a lot of action, but the ones he has, he's made the stops he's needed to.
Yeah, you're right. That was the best chance of the night for Maine there, and I think he just missed the net. Svetstrup in front.
Over the cage, huh?
Right over the net.
Crossbar there, yeah.
Had Shepard beat there.
22-8. Shots on net, picked off Swaney. Swaney to the net. Swaney walks in, and Swayman stops him. What individual effort by the Bulldogs tonight.
Wow, what a great speed there by Swaney, causing that turnover right here in the neutral zone. And then watch him just get his feet moving right here. He's equal with the defenseman there.
Still being hacked.
And he just keeps his feet going and gets a pretty good shot on goal there. Not a lot to shoot at, but nonetheless, great effort there by Nick Swaney.
Yeah, that's no quitting this team, even up by a pair. 7:18 to go. Face off to the right of Swayman. Miller takes that draw, as you mentioned, Jade Miller, and gets an opportunity tonight as head coach Scott Sandel and the staff like to work in everybody, and especially early on. How's Surt doing? Said you saw him earlier tonight, huh, Mike Surtis?
Yeah, Surtis seemed to be doing well and good spirits and healthy. And
awesome. See some of your other teammates there, and great to see everybody get together.
Yeah, we try to get together as an alumni a couple times a year, and it's always fun to see the guys.
It's family night tonight, so it's appropriate that the alums get together and celebrate 75 years of Bulldog hockey as well. Perunovic keeps it in the zone. Miller down low, walking in Exel. Billy's tied up in the corner. And Maine gets it out of their zone. Muehlbauer had it, then lost it as Nick takes it away from him. Exel's got Roth with him, but Roth thought Roth maybe had an extra step there, but my eyes were deceiving me, and he was onside. Perunovic to the net, tipped. Roth's tip just went wide.
I think Kobe Roth's had a good game tonight so far, Tom. He's had a number of chances. Nice little tip there in front, but he's certainly gotten a good look at a few goals and just playing with that speed and that tenacity.
Wolf, one-timer. The shot taken there by Jackson Cates. Cates at the red line. Cates at the blue line. Landeru in the corner. Landeru. He scored last night, only his second game as a Bulldog here at home. Maine with an opportunity if they hurry. 3-on-1. Wow, that was another opportunity. Perez just couldn't get the shot away. Perez had a great chance. Couldn't get a good shot off. Noah leaves it to his brother Jackson, and that deflects behind the cage. In front, Sandberg. Shot by Noah, missed the net.
Well, now we're starting to see kind of a game, similar game to what we saw last night with some back and forth, a little sloppy, and when this happened, UMD kind of took over and got 4 goals in the second period. We'll see if they can do the same thing here tonight.
Krieger, one-timer by Lelig. Didn't quite get it, the shot off you'd wanted. But a pass over to Tufte. Swayman the save. Rebound, it goes in. The whistle had sounded though. And then we see pushing and shoving here. And this happened all after the whistle. The whistle had sounded. The referee had blown that in before the puck went in, I think, Judd.
Yeah, no question about it. Is Riley Tufte had a shot from a tough angle there. You see the goalie covers it up, and Tufte follows up and bangs in that rebound. I think it was
Swaney. Was it Swaney?
Swaney or Lelig in front of the net even driving. That was Swaney.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Swaney driving hard. No quit in this team. Up by a pair. They're still competing. It's good to see. Not taking anything for granted at this stage of the game, Judd. And things certainly going UMD's way, but they want to add to this lead. No goal. He had covered up. Swayman had covered it up. Then there was the whistle. Then the poke check from Swaney went in. Black Bears, Doherty, shot. Save made by Shepard. He gets his own rebound. Couldn't quite get the rebound opportunity, though, for Doherty. Tim Doherty. Binner in the corner. Bulldogs almost come away with it. Mackay. Doherty through the zone. Throws it in the corner. Westerlund there. Picked off by Richards. Richards at the red line. Blue line. Mackay. Stick poked away. Couldn't get a shot away there. Richards again circles and cycles. He's taken out of the play in the corner. Mackay to the opposite corner to Wolf. Goal! Bulldogs! Kepke! One-timer Cole Kepke, his first as a Bulldog. Congratulations, Cole Kepke. Wow, what a blast, what a laser that was.
Wow, it was a nifty play by Nick Wolf, none other than the offensive juggernaut, Nick Wolf. This puck will rim around here and there. You can see the shot going past the goaltender, Swayman, but the puck comes all the way around the boards to the weak side. Wolf goes into play and just real nifty play just to redirect it up to Kepke, who slides up high for the one-timer. And special moment for Cole Kepke, his first college hockey goal as a Bulldog here Saturday night on home ice in front of his family and friends. Pretty
awesome.
exciting.
3-0 Bulldogs. Cole Kepke. And with that, a break in the action. We'll take a break. The Bulldogs up by 3. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on My 9 Sports. Kepke from Wolf and Mackay at 15:54. First as a Bulldog, one he'll never forget. Do you still have your puck from your first goal?
You know what, Tom, that's a good question. I don't know if I do, actually. I had it at some point, but it was a Wisconsin Badgers puck, because that's where I scored my first college hockey goal. So.
Well, there you go. Put the kids on it. Put the medic kids on that.
They probably use it in the driveway.
I think they probably are right now. Lelig behind his net. So that was the pre-Cole Center, wasn't it?
No, that was Cole Center.
Cole Center, huh?
I think the first year of the Cole Center, actually.
Didn't want to date you that much.
No, well, you tried. You tried, that's for sure.
Congratulations, always a special moment. Exo, and we got a penalty upcoming. The Maine Black Bear down on the ice, Perez. So I'm guessing there'll be a Bulldog penalty here. Did not see it, but a hook for Miller, maybe?
Yeah, it happened right on the breakout here on the near side, the boards. UMD got an opportunity, they got it up. Miller impeded the progress of the Maine player. And you can see right there.
You've always said, and I love working with you, you gotta be responsible for your stick.
Yeah.
Gotta be responsible for your stick at all times, wherever it is.
Yeah, that was an easy call for the referee on that one.
Sandberg Tries to spring Swaney. Almost did. Trail Max intercepts it, though. Well, Swaney will get a chance to get it to Richards. No. So it's a power play for Maine. So we look at the Bulldogs penalty killing unit here. Swaney goes up to Michael here. Big shot, big rebound. Another opportunity. Shepard with another save. That one was on Fossier. All kinds of opportunities for the Black Bears they couldn't convert.
Nick Swaney made a great block there to get down low and slide and save that puck, because that was a wide open net.
Couple times Pearson to the net. Stopped both times by Shepard, of course. Michael lets one go. Goal. Power play goal for Michael. Big blast from the point, and they're on the board at 3-1.
Well, UMD had a couple opportunities to get this puck out earlier in the shift, and they failed to do so. And it was a good job by Maine to...
They're looking at this.
Yeah, I think they're looking maybe for somebody in the crease, but they certainly weren't, as we saw right there. This will be a good goal, and we'll have a 3-1 hockey game.
Time of that goal will be 17:39. 17:39, a power play goal. So they work the puck around. Fossier will get one assist. I don't know if it was Pearson that gave it to Fossier, but just a reminder, we'll have the Black Bear Casino Resort intermission report coming up. Interview with one of the Bulldogs as well after the period, and they were moving the puck, Judd. I mean, credit Maine there. They were doing a nice job there in the power play.
Yeah, they got puck possession first and took advantage of a couple of failed clears by UMD, and they moved the puck around, and they were kind of having UMD running a little bit. Made no mistake when they had that opportunity.
Goalie interference is what they're checking on. Brett Gendron in his 6th year for Maine. The head coach, they certainly want this one to count.
Well, there you go. There's a Maine player right there. You can
Pearson,
see
yeah,
in front who the puck goes in there, and he keeps digging, digging, and that puck's out of there. By this point, he's tied up with him. There's no question.
Yeah,
and Hunter's fighting. You can see there he's trying to get free, and then here's the shot and the score. You know what, Tom? This will be interesting. They're going to look at this and consider goaltender interference.
Now, he's engaged with Anderson there, though.
Well, look at his stick, though. His stick's tied up. You can see Hunter tries to get his arms free and never recovers. Again, you got to be responsible for your stick. We'll see. Well, they're going to call it a goal. I guess they said it didn't have enough bearing on the play, and
but I see what you mean. Yeah. Pearson was right there, their captain, right in the crease area. They're getting the explanation how Maine is, and then I imagine they're going to go over to the... I was going to say I thought they'd go to the UMD bench to explain it, but here we go. Power play goal, Michael scoring. It's his 2nd of the year, 16th of his career for Rob Michael.
A little life on the Maine bench there as a big hit on Nick Wolf in front of their bench as they erupt after getting that goal, and here they come again. Just maybe a little bit of life that they needed to turn this weekend around. We'll see what happens here. Just 1:55 left here in the 2nd period. They'd love to get something else to cut this lead to 1 goal heading into the 3rd, but they have their work cut out for them. We'll see what UMD can do here.
Michael from Fossier and Trail Max. You're exactly right. They've got some momentum right there. Trail Max with now. Over to Pearson. Pearson back to Trail Max to the net, but he couldn't get a shot away. There's Pearson, the captain, trying to get another one here before the end of the period. Trail Max tips that one into the Bulldog zone. There's Pearson, and then Brivich just says, enough of this. We need to settle things down, and ices it. Get an icing on the Bulldogs just to regroup there.
Well, minute 16, UMD's got somewhat fresh players on the ice, so I don't think we'll see a timeout here. It's something to consider, though. UMD critical point in the game here. They're happy to walk out of here with a
Sure.
3-1 lead in the second period. You don't want to take any chances if you had unable to change after this icing and you got guys out there that are absolutely gassed, then you think about a timeout, but Scott Sound's going to just roll the dice here. You had a change before this.
Another clean win. Wolf sends it up to Tufte, and they'll clear it. Tufte gets to the red line, and there you go. Chips it deep into the corner. Bulldogs get that change in. Did so without having to do that timeout, Judd. You're right. Fossier across the line. Rink wide pass, shot. Oh, just went wide. Shepard was down. There was traffic in front. There's going to be a penalty on tripping. Pieper's going to go for tripping for Maine as he tripped up a Bulldog behind the net.
Well, we might see both referees have their arms up here. We got a high stick, and I think we're going to have a hook.
There was a tripping behind the net was the initial call.
Yeah, we're going to have 2 penalties here. We had a high stick contact to the head, and we also have a trip.
The trip was
on
back
Maine.
here, yeah.
Correct. That was the first one, and then so it's going to be 5-on-3 with 41 seconds left.
Here's
all
the
of a
trip.
sudden, the tables have turned.
Here's the trip behind the net. Just missed there.
Yeah, keep it rolling here, guys. You'll see
Keep it
right
going.
here. Puck goes up. You'll see the trip right there. But watch as the play continues here. Right there, you see right at the bottom of your screen the high stick right after that trip. And all of a sudden, the momentum is back in UMD's favor just when they were wanting to get out of this period up 3-1. They got a chance to, plenty of time here, 41 and change, I think, on the clock to regain this 3-goal lead.
So that's Pieper and Doherty in the lineup. That's 6th and 7th penalty of the game. Both happened, like you mentioned, inside the red line. And the Bulldogs with a great opportunity here. Red Gendron, of course, in his 6th season, not real happy. He's got his name on the Stanley Cup a couple times, coaching with the New Jersey Devils organization, both as an assistant coach and the AHL program. Also coached at Yale and UMass, and of course was here with Maine with Sean Walsh as an assistant. So certainly a veteran coach. Had a nice conversation there with the officials, but there's still 2 players short here for the rest of this period. Krieger. Key here is it's only 30 seconds to go in the period. So they'll get a little bit of a break that way. Krieger, high slot, down low. Cates gets the puck to settle. Prudovich try to go backdoor, does to Sweeney. Perinovich, Swayman the save, rebound, Sweeney is there, and Swayman makes a couple of big saves for the Black Bears.
Well, Prudovich with the one-timer. I'm not sure this is the play you want on a 5-on-3, but you'll take it if you get it. As the clock was ticking down, the rebound came to Sweeney on the back door, and he just couldn't find it, but good job by Maine to collapse down. All 3 guys down low, helping out their goaltender, Swayman. Nice job making that save and hang on to that rebound.
Bulldogs win another draw. Perinovich looks, passes it. There's only 5 seconds to go. Lets one go. Swayman the save. Rebound, Tufte. Tried to tap it home. Can't. That'll do it. They'll come back with a minute 19 of a 2-player advantage into the 3rd period. 7 penalties for Maine, 3 for the Bulldogs after 2 periods. Bulldogs lead at 3-1 after 2. Coming up, we'll have the Black Bear Casino Resort intermission report back in the studios. Talk to a Bulldog here momentarily, but Bulldogs do get a couple of goals here in period number 2. Judd, just like they've been doing all year long, that second period's been a difference for them.
Yeah, it was a great period. Obviously, they didn't want to give up that power play goal, but nonetheless, they had a strong period, only gave up 10 shots on goal that period. Once again, they're at 15 for a total.
Head downstairs. Noah Cates joins us, and Noah scoring for the Bulldogs that second goal from Perinovich. Noah, thanks for joining us. Take us through that goal and the opportunity you had there for UMD there.
Yeah, the shift before they had a lot of pressure and put the D back, and then they changed and had a lot of space, and then just cut to the middle and put it on net, and lucky enough to win in.
No, obviously getting to play with your brother this year, it's got to be a dream come true here at UMD, the start of a nice career so far for you guys. Talk about just playing with your brother and how that's been so far.
Yeah, it's obviously special to play with him every day, so it's a lot of fun. Just kind of getting better and developing here. It's going to be a lot of fun with him over the next couple of years.
What's it like in the locker room when 8 different goal scorers score, Noah, like you guys had last night?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Just kind of hoping to put the pedal down here in the third and burying them.
All right, thank you very much for joining us and power play opportunities here in the third period. Hopefully you guys can take advantage of it.
Yep.
Thank you, Noah. Yep, Noah Cates along the line with his brother Jackson Cates as well. We'll have much more ahead on the intermission report on the Black Bear Casino Resort intermission report. Bulldogs lead it 3-1 here on My 9 Sports. Bulldogs 3, Maine 1 after 2. Glad you could join us here for the third period here on My 9 Sports. I'd like to thank everybody back in the studios for the Black Bear Casino Resort intermission report. Judd, 20 minutes away from the sweep. And let's look at the stats, some of the numbers thus far after 2 periods. Of course, the big score, 3-1 Bulldogs after 2.
Well, the shots once again favor UMD like they have all weekend, Tom, and 3-1 on the score sheet. That's the important one. And UMD pouring on the power plays. Remember, they start with a 5-on-3 for a minute, 19 seconds here to be exact. And like, as you know, I like to say, they have fresh ice to do so. So this is a big opportunity. Maine got a little momentum back in their favor towards the end of that second period when Michael had that power play goal. There's about 3 minutes left. They kind of got pumped up, a big hit on Nick Wolf. The bench was all riled up, ready to go, but then all of a sudden, 2 penalties against them in the same shift, and momentum's back in UMD's favor. Now they can pretty much continue that and all but put a nail in the coffin if they can go up 4-1 here on this 5-on-3.
Puck possession, control the puck. If they can do that here in the third period, they will come up with a sweep, no doubt. Swaney, Perunovich, Krieger, Tufte, and Mackay out there for the Bulldogs. Krieger, Swaney, down low, tipped. Swayman with a save. Krieger, that's tipped. Perunovich has got to go back and reset here with 43 seconds.
Well, good stick by Michael there, their captain. He's, after that goal in the second period, he's coming to play here on this penalty kill. Saved a goal there with a good stick in the passing lane.
Perunovich winds, fires, there he is, speaking, blocks a shot. On cue. You talk about the little things. Those are big things, especially at a time like this. Bulldogs have one last rush here, 13 seconds. Perunovich through neutral ice. Got Noah Cates out there, who we just talked to at the end of intermission. Mikey Anderson walks it in, and they've killed it off. Both are on the ice. Perunovich a blast, Swayman the save, and they killed it off.
Well, mission accomplished for the Black Bears is they wanted to get that done first and foremost. Now they got a little momentum. Hopefully they chip away at this 2-goal lead. That was huge.
Face off to the left of Swayman, and you're right. They got a little momentum now here. Jump-started them in the third period. Pearson will take the draw, their captain. Against Jackson Cates, one of the freshmen for the Bulldogs. Pearson drops it off. Here they come through the zone. Binner, the defenseman. They chip it right back in and out of play. Stoppage and play with 18:21 to go.
Yeah, puck got chipped out of play off a Maine player, I believe. So faceoff's going to come outside the UMD zone. And
good time to remind you about UMD stores. Need a great gift idea? UMD wearing gifts are great for any occasion, and UMD store gift cards, always the right size. Visit UMD stores on campus or online anytime at umdstores.com. UMD Stores, proud supporter of Bulldog Athletics. Offsides, I believe, is the call here.
yeah, offside. Maine went in offside there, and face-off Might come all the way to center ice here. We'll see. That's where that puck was dumped in from, but
Bulldogs go on the road. They're at Notre Dame next week. Back on the road.
yeah, that'll be a tough series. Probably, obviously, the toughest series of the year up to this point, heading to Notre Dame. And
you remember their last meeting down in St. Paul. I'm sure they remember it as well, don't they? Ooh, danced through the crease. Everything all right. Koepke, shot. That deflects into the corner. Koepke again. He got his first goal as a Bulldog here last period. Didn't have to wait long. What, 6 games in? He's going to have a few more when it's all said and done, isn't he, Judd?
I think so. He's proving himself to be one of those guys that's going to be in the lineup pretty much every night.
Turns, shot, and that one's going to deflect into the netting. Another stoppage and play with 17:24 to go. Let's get another look at Riley Tufte there. There's a Bulldog fan, young and old. Can't go wrong. You got to start them young, right? Lifelong Bulldog fan there. 75th anniversary Bulldog Athletics tonight. The fans got a sticker for the 75th season coming into the game. Pretty cool. A youngster's not going to be able to put it on the card just yet. Shea into the zone. Gets it to Robbins. Robbins, though, couldn't quite connect. He's trying to find Westerlund there. Just keep pucks deep, right, Judd? Here in the third period.
Yeah, you got to keep it simple. You don't want to make any glaring mistakes, obviously, and not taking a lot of chances. No need to, really, at this point. But, again, you don't want to sit back and allow Maine to carry the play. UMD's had success all weekend initiating the play and playing with speed and moving their feet and moving the puck. We'll see if they can do that.
Well, there's a case right there. Roth jumped into the play, got to the loose puck, and here the Bulldogs with some pressure deep in the corner. 16:26 to go. Smith tries to get it out of the zone, goes around Wolf. Smith, top of the circle again, couldn't get a shot away, and there's Roth coming back to help out. Simple pass to Miller. Miller to the red line. He plays it in. They'll be able to make a change on the backside for the Bulldogs. Muehlbauer, their assistant captain, up to Smith. Mackay. Big rebound, Bulldogs. Sandberg, and Swayman makes that save and holds on. 15:49 to go.
Well, good shot by Dylan Sandberg there to gather that puck. Good hard shot on goal. He had Parker Mackay, as we see here, going to the net. He hit the brakes in front, hoping for a rebound, but Swayman did a nice job. You'll see there's the shot. Rebound comes hard out to Sandberg, who kind of one-times a wrist shot right there. You see that big flex in his stick. And Mackay was going to find something, but
one of the rare misses for Richards on the draw. And sending it out of the zone there was Vestrup. And that's going to go right back behind the net. 36-15 shots on net here, this stage of the game. And look at that, Mackay, right spots, could intercept this one. Try to get it to Richards, didn't quite connect. Maine into the zone, but Mackay there to get to it first. Tip goal! Wow, just like that. From the corner, Vestrup with the quick tip, and it's a 3-2 game, folks. Vestrup, right spot, right time. Second goal as a Maine Black Bear.
well, it was a kind of a bad turnover. Watch, the puck gets put in deep here. Parker Mackay goes back for the puck and just reverses it to nobody but the other team. And a bit of miscommunication there as Mackay throws it back behind him and gives it right to the Maine player who makes a smart play. I didn't see who it was exactly, but he throws it.
JSS, yep, Vestrup. Jacob Schmidt Vestrup. JSS, he's known back at home. It's his second goal as a Maine Black Bear. 3-2. even strength goal, so 16 shots on net, 2 have gone in for the Black Bears.
Well, that's his biggest goal if he scored, certainly, in his career. A freshman, just his 4th game, 2nd goal.
From Denmark, one of those international players that we've talked about. One of 10 international players the Black Bears have. Doherty takes a hit, loses. And now Rail, I think his first hit was fine. I think they're going to get Louis for his second hit. A little interference there, Judd.
Yeah, well, the first one, like you said, was good. And second one, can't do that when the puck's not there. And Maine's going to head to a power play.
Break in the action. We'll take a break. Stay tuned. A 1-goal game. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on My 9 Sports. Louis Rail in the box. That's the second hit right there. That's put Louis in the penalty box there. You like the compete level, but at the same time, you got to be smart, right, Judd?
Yeah, absolutely.
Louis, 2-minute minor, so again, a power play opportunity for the Black Bears. Fossier into the zone, and official looks like he's all right, taking a spill there. Michael, the red line, he lost it momentarily and flipped it about 10 rows up. I hope everybody's all right there. Again, when you come to a game, you got to pay attention. It's like the Medet family. You're always paying attention.
Got to keep your head on a swivel at all times. Jackson Cates taking a look. Louis Rail looking at that replay up on the board there. And faceoff will come to center ice as that puck was flipped out of play by Maine. They said it deflected.
Jackson Cates takes the draw. Maine wins it. Michael deflects off Noah's brother all the way in the corner. Nice conversation with Noah there. Enjoys obviously playing with his brother. Nice that you can do that. Great opportunity. Knocking it down, Sandberg. Anderson, he got to play with his brother last year. Fossier down low. Still a minute to go in this power play. Lost it to Noah. Noah gets the red line and again just dumps it into the corner, makes the simple play.
Well, this Maine team has a number of players on their team that have struggled this weekend that are very capable of getting this equalizer goal.
Yeah.
You think of Fossier, you know, he scored 20 goals in his college career. He knows how to score. There's no reason they can't get this equalizer here.
To add to what Judd just said, 9 of their top 10 scores from a year ago are back. So they do have that potential to find the back of the net. It's just been a struggle for them. 2 goals last night, 2 goals tonight. But they're 1 shot away from tying this thing. Mackay in the corner. And you knew you'd get a better effort out of Maine, you know, from start to finish. As the Bulldogs have killed that out, you knew their intensity level, and we're seeing that in effect tonight. Exo across the line. That deflects, bouncing puck. Oh, Perunovic was right there. Couldn't slow down enough to get a handle on it, though. Krieger, Perunovic. Soft touch to Tufte. Hard to the net. Swayman with a save goes into the corner. Krieger looks in front of the net, gets it to Tufte. They had Sweeney in front, couldn't get it to him though. Shepard steers that one behind the net. Perez there. Perez in the corner, try to come away with it. That's knocked aside. Sandberg has it. Look at that clear.
That's a great play by Sandberg there. First and foremost, he got his feet moving, saw an opening and took it. He didn't coast to it. Got time and space, and then made a good hard pass across the ice.
Shep holds on to that one. There'll be a face-off of the Bulldog zone, 11:53. Check out what we talked about early in the game. And again, Judd, you know, killer instinct, the speed. You just talked about the speed. And
well, UMD's, you know, killer instinct, I feel like they had it for the first period and a half, and then all of a sudden, it's kind of momentum. The tables have turned a little bit. They've played fast at periods tonight. Certainly that's when they've had success. For Maine, I think they have been disciplined and a lot more structured tonight.
Probably don't like the 7 penalties part, but Mackay Richards couldn't keep it on his stick. But you're right. They seem to play in system as much as they possibly can here. Robbins will try and clear and does. That one finds the stands as well.
Today's puck-out play is brought to you by UMD stores.
I mean, they fell behind fairly early. Tufte's goal. First period goal. They'll do well in Hockey East, though. I think they'll do all right. They were 5th place last year, and
Yeah, a lot of
18, 16, and 4. They'll have a nice year.
Yeah, a lot of people had predicted that they'll finish top three this year behind the two Boston University, Boston College in that tough division. So, I mean, certainly a lot of expectations for them this year.
You're right. You got some talent here. We're going to play hard the next 12 minutes here. Again, right through the crease. Cates, Jackson, the red line, through neutral ice. He's got his brother Noah. Here comes Tanner with a shot. Laderoux right on net. Swayman makes that save and holds on.
Well, that was a good play by Tanner to follow up there. And Maine backed all the way in there, and that puck just sat in the slot where Laderoux was able to come in third guy high and pick it up and get a pretty good shot on goal. You can see right here, kind of a 3-on-3, and watch, puck just kind of sits in that opening area, and Laderoux smartly picks it up and fires a pretty good hard shot.
You don't usually see a puck just right there in the slot, just sitting there, but Miller will take the draw here. Wins it cleanly. Bulldogs still can't keep it in the zone, and Brnovich sends it behind the net. Almost halfway through this third period. Bulldogs' lead has dwindled to 1. Shot missed the mark. It's 2 unanswered here. Bulldogs jumped out to a 3-0 lead. Maine in the last 2. Keeper. Smith gains the line. Smith leaves it off. Perez tried to get a shot away, couldn't. Roth and Wolf. Wolf jumps into the play. Swayman with the save and holds on. Left a little bit of a rebound.
Well, it's a great job on the back check there by Billy Exel, as he came all the way back, made a nice play to lift the stick of the Maine player, which as a result allowed UMD to transition up the other way. It was a kind of a 2-on-2, Nick Wolf and Kobe Roth. Hey, anytime you can get a shot on goal in an offensive zone faceoff, you'll take it at this point. You got a 1-goal lead, and you want to keep that puck down there as much as you can.
Swayman gave up a little bit of a rebound. Not a lot, but enough there where trying to compete for it. Face off to his left. Now, he did not play in the third period last night. They made a goaltending change, so this is the first time he's played all 3 periods here in Duluth. Pile up in the corner there. Doherty's going to come away with it. Sandberg, center ice. Anderson gains the line. Anderson wide. Tries to go around a hip check, does, but it's tied up in the corner. Out of their own zone. This time it's Pieper. And the Bulldogs send it right back in.
A good job by Nick Swaney there to hold his ground and pick that pass off. And then he got it deep. You can't turn the puck over on either side of the blue lines. That's the key from here on out. Make no mistake.
Michael. Anderson. Richards. Knocked down by the Black Bears, but the Bulldogs regain control. Koepke leads the attack. Koepke got Mackay with him. Where is it? Oh, it's in the back in the corner. Mackay. Just tosses it back, plays it deep. When in doubt, keep it down there, right, Jug?
Absolutely. Get the cycle going. You know, don't force anything in the middle or back to the point. If it's not there, you just throw it back in the corner and buy yourself some time, just like they did here.
Yeah. They had to clear it out, so that's an easy put back here for Matt Anderson. Not so much easy when the Black Bears in front of you, but Robbins tried to go around Brnovich. Jackson Cates up ahead. Laderoux to the net. Behind the net, Laderoux still has it. Perunovic shot. That's knocked down in front by the defender. Robbins try to get it to Shea. That didn't connect.
A big hit. What a shift so far for Latterout as he uses that speed and size. What a complete player he's going to be here for the Bulldogs as he finishes his check on Robbins.
Yeah, 3 goals already. 2 last Saturday against Tech on Saturday, another one last night. His first game at Amzone Arena. Puck goes into the corner, no icing there. Perunovic clears, and it does bounce out. Keeper sends it back there to Binner. Seven and a half to go here. Clock continues to dwindle, which is fine for UMD. Keeper back to Binner, back to Keeper. Anderson wins that race to that puck. That's the key there.
Well, nifty little head fake again by him to buy himself that time as he eludes the forechecking Maine player there. All because of just a little shift in weight.
Roth finds the Billy Exel through the zone. Billy takes it wide. Exel on that Swayman, the save. Puck goes in the corner. Flipped out to center ice. Roth to Anderson, over to Sandberg. Just like that, it's out of the zone. Ooh, Roth avoided a check. Good thing you could see that one coming. That might have hurt. No icing as Robbins quickly gets down there. In front, one-timer on the touch by Smith. Didn't get much on it. Easy save for Shepard. With that, a break in the action. We'll take a break as well. 3-2 Bulldogs. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on My 9 Sports. Bulldogs with a 1-goal lead. 3-2. It's what we thought we'd see. Good, hard, competitive non-conference game, Judd.
Yeah, this is definitely more what we expected to see this weekend. Last night, not what we expected at all. Tonight, more so. A little tighter checking and a better effort from this Maine team as they battled back from being 3 down.
Shovel it in front, but Wolf is there to steer it clear. Cates, Jackson Cates, flips it to the open ice. Maine gets it out of the zone right away. Fossier across the line. Fossier feathers it to Robbins. We play on. Comes out to neutral ice.
Oh, close call there. Peter Krieger kind of in a weird change there by Cates. Forced Krieger to jump on the ice and have to chase to get back there to catch the 2-on-1, and he did, but some Maine fans in the bench wanted a penalty there. They didn't get it, but close call.
Tufty tips it behind the net. Beulah goes back to get it. And they try to get a player deep, but Sandberg anticipated that. He sends it deep himself. 5.5 to go here. Vestrup, we got the last goal. Tries to get it out of the zone. Does. Up head to Pearson. Pearson into the corner. Try to go to Michael with it. Bulldogs intercept. Swaney. Richards in the corner. He'll take it behind the cage. He goes down. Try to get back up again. Mackay there. Inside 5.
Referees are going to let him play as, again, another non-call there as Justin Richards moving his feet down low on that forecheck, and it looked like he was tripped up, but no call. So 4.5 minutes left, just over 4:44. We're going to hopefully see 5-on-5 the rest of the way.
Keeper towards the net, knocked aside by Miller, though. 4.5 to go, as Judd said. Time is dwindling here for Maine. Perunovic up ahead. Scotty, a couple of assists. First 2 goals. Perunovic played it with his hands, so they're going to call a hand pass here. Another break in the action. Bulldogs lead it by a goal, 3-2. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on My 9 Sports. Tonight's U.S. Bank Save of the Game brought to us by U.S. Bank. There it is right there. Chase Pearson to the net. Simple poke check by Hunter Shepard. He's so good with that paddle. Negated a shot right there. The save made by Hunter Shepard on Pearson. U.S. Bank save of the game.
You know, Maine's picked it up in the shot column too this second half of the game, and Shepard's had to make some big saves like that one there.
Flipped into the corner. It's exactly where the Bulldogs want to keep it. Krieger try to go in front with it. I believe Maine still has their timeout, right? Wolf knocks that one down.
Yeah, I don't think we've
Or
had
do they use it?
No, I don't think so. No.
Yeah, I think so. They still have their timeout. Tufte across the line. Riley takes it deep into the corner. Mackay joins him there. 3:30 to go. I always like to see what coaches think of when it comes to pulling a goal. Is it a 2-minute? Is it 1 minute? Richards to the net. Didn't go in, but he had Koepke with him, and they had a great opportunity. 3-on-3 here again. Koepke to the net. Save made Swayman. Koepke again in the corner. It's right where he wants it. Just pinning it up there. Smart.
Yeah, good play. Koepke batted that puck out of the air on the attempted breakout pass by Maine, and they turned it back up ice, and Koepke just smartly got a good shot on goal, and now he's keeping it down low. What an effort by Cole Koepke, playing his best game as a Bulldog so far.
Koepke from the seat of his pants got a shot on net. On cue. He had slipped and fallen at the end of his shift there. He was gassed, as you had mentioned. And that puck gets the bench area of Maine. And congratulations to the football team. Bulldog football team with a win today, 37-17. Remain undefeated over Winona State. UMD women's hockey team with a win as well. 2-0 over Bemidji State today for the sweep. Two and a half to go here. The Maine coaches go at the 2-minute mark, the 1-minute mark. We'll find out what they're thinking, if they indeed even pull their goal.
Well, I'm sure they will at some point, whether it's waiting for an offensive zone faceoff. I'd say anytime at this point on, probably now you get it down there, you get a faceoff, you're gonna call a timeout and pull your goaltender. See if UMD can just keep the clock running here.
Yeah,
keep possession. It's certainly been a possession type of weekend for them, and they'll take this all day long.
Right on net, so Swayman makes the save and has to hold on, and again a face-off in the main zone. Not sure what Red's thinking here, but we'll play on here, I think. They're now not letting Maine make the last change there, so they try to get a little extra rest for the unofficial official timeout, right, Judd?
A little gamesmanship there.
Again, if Krieger can win this draw, keep the puck in the zone. Now they're tossing Robbins out of there, and Doherty will take the draw. Krieger gets their shot. I think it may have even hit iron.
Peter Krieger went forward. He'd been winning so many faceoffs tonight. That's tough as a centerman. You've been losing. If you're Maine there, taking the faceoff, you've been losing draws all night long. You're kind of on your toes, ready, and then all of a sudden, boom, puck goes right by you unexpectedly.
Well, they had a chance there to pull them, and they didn't. Bulldogs at center ice. Krieger's got it. Plays up at Swaney. So a minute 27 to go. We'll keep an eye on the. Swaney's even wondering. He's looking at the bench. Fossier, now he's coming out. They're not waiting for a face-off. 1:15 extra attackers out. Oh, went through two sticks and out of the zone.
Yeah, that puck just wouldn't sit flat there. It was bouncing, and they got to tag up here as the Doherty's still in the zone, but he'll come off for a change, and now we're under a minute, Tom.
Michael. So just over a minute, they pull their goaltender. Puck at the red line. They're looking for the equalizer to send this in overtime. Right out in front again. Vestrup is there. He has the last goal. Vestrup, he almost got it there, the equalizer. Almost on the exact same play.
Well, some of the Maine players actually they lifted their arms up. They thought that was a sure thing, but somehow Shepard kept his pad down and kept it out.
Wolf sends it all the way down. Does it go in? No. Icing, though, with 20 seconds to go. Oh, they're going to keep us on the edge of the seats tonight. Vestrup, same exact play, kind of a quick one-timer in the crease. This time Shepard did stop him.
What a great save, game-saving stop by Hunter Shepard. Watch.
Same play.
This looks like it's in, but it's right up against the pad. Give Hunter Shepard all the credit in the world to stay strong on that left pad of his, and kind of lost sight of the puck there, and I thought it was going to come out underneath him in the net, but all of a sudden it just popped out. And I think it was the defenseman keeper who kind of raised his arms. He kind of had the vantage point that we did. It looked like it was maybe in the back of the net, but it wasn't.
Bulldogs take a timeout here with 20 seconds to go. They go on the road next week. The next home series we'll have will be against Colorado College. Zach Schneider will be back with you. And just want to say thanks to the crew. Thank you, Judd, for welcoming me back. I appreciate it. It's been fun being back. And oh, look at this. We're going to have a review here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're going to see if that did go in.
No, I don't see how it possibly could have went in, but
no. Or are they going to go back to, was it the Bulldogs one that hit iron?
Yeah.
Here's another look at it. There's Shepard. Oh yeah, that wasn't even close. Not even close.
I wonder why they. Unless they get a call from. Well, I don't know. I don't know why they review this.
Granted, we lose sight of it, but there's no way that crossed the line and came out.
Well, 20.6 on the clock, and
Hunter Shepard with a huge save.
Face off to the left of Shepard here. UMD dominant so far in the face-off circle tonight. No bigger draw than this one here.
Here we go.
And empty.
20 seconds away from a sweep of the Maine Black Bears. Or if you're Maine, 20 seconds away from overtime. Pearson in front, loose puck, scramble in front. Shepard, I don't think, has a stick. He has no stick. Shepard has no stick right now. Bouncing puck in front, loose puck, again a scramble. Pearson is there, no goal. Now one of the Bulldogs give it to Shepard, and they win it 3-2. What a scramble, what a night for Hunter Shepard and the Bulldogs. Maine runs out of time.
Well, they hung on for dear life at the end, but they don't ask you how, right?
That's right. The W has been recorded.
Yeah, it's a big win for UMD to complete the sweep for the weekend. Big non-conference game, and pretty good overall after the non-conference series. UMD sitting 4-1-1. Can't really ask for much more, obviously, after 3 series. And
Before we head into the post-game report, here's that scramble in front. Shepard loses his stick. He has no stick there. Now one of the defenders picks it up, and that's the end of the game there. And what a scramble it was for UMD. And Prudovich, a couple of assists, named the player of the game. And we'll hopefully maybe talk with Adam Kraus, get an opportunity to talk to Adam. New role here with the Bulldogs as an assistant coach, making that transition to coaching. And of course, the Hermantown native was playing the AHL when he had an opportunity to come back, and obviously has jumped on it. So the Bulldogs get the sweep. They outshoot Maine tonight, 44-20. As you mentioned, Judd, they jumped out to a 3-0 lead, and Maine with 2 unanswered there to make things interesting, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They kind of, Maine got better. I think if the game was 5 minutes longer, we might have been headed to overtime, but unfortunately for them it wasn't, and UMD completes the sweep.
Get a stick salute there.
Hoagie will lead that proudly.
Absolutely. As he does. Sweep for the Bulldogs. There was Adam right there, and a chance maybe to chat with him and talk about this more. There's head coach Scott Sandlin. We'll talk to head coach Scott Sandlin. That's fine. Head coach Scott Sandlin right there. Put the headset on him, and we'll have a nice conversation with the head coach of the Bulldogs. They can just give the headset there, Dusty, the coach. Bulldogs with the win. They're 4-1-1. Well, coach is right there is what I'm saying. He's right in front of you. Right in front there. There he is, right there. Just hand it to him. Just pull over the boards. Right there, right there, right there. Take the headset and give it right there. Right there. 4-1. They're 4-1-1. The Bulldogs are right now. There's head coach Scott Sandlin. We'll get a chance to talk to him. Get his thoughts on the win. The Bulldogs are now 4-1-1 overall. Maine Black Bears dropped to 2-2 overall. Head coach Scott Sandlin in his 19th season. And Coach Sandlin, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Proud effort from your team, and scrambling there at the end, but you knew you'd see a better game from Maine tonight, didn't you?
Well, we knew we would. Obviously, I think when we got it to 3-0, I thought our guys thought the game was over, and you know, they get some momentum off the goal. We don't score on the 5-on-3 and the power plays, and next thing you know, it's a great hockey game down to the end. But you knew they weren't going to quit, and I thought our guys settled down maybe in the last 8 minutes. You know, the last 30 seconds was a little scrambly, but that's what happened 6-on-5. But we held the fort and got a win, and it's a good learning lesson for our guys that you got to play 3 periods and be prepared to play no matter what you did the Friday night before.
Coach, obviously it's early in the year, and you know, you're still trying to figure, you know, not only players out but situations out and all that stuff. What did you learn this weekend maybe of the team? You know, something new that maybe you're starting to kind of figure out the identity of this team or whatnot?
Again, you know, you see some good things, but you see a lot of things you got to work on. Again, I didn't think our intensity level was good enough to start the game, and sometimes that happens when you beat a team 8-2, no matter what you say as a coach. I thought again we didn't execute from the passing side of it. Good short support plays. At times we were good, and then at times we were just standing around watching. So that tells me we got a lot of work to do, but you know, our guys have shown a lot of character. So it's good to be in games like this too and find out what we're made of, and you know, winning games by a goal. We seem to do a lot of that. So you know, hopefully we learned a valuable lesson as far as that, and hopefully our guys understand how hard it is to win 2 hockey games no matter what you did the night before. But we got to get back to work. We've got a very tough weekend next weekend before we get that bye week. So hopefully we can have a good week, carry some of this momentum off the last 4 games into that weekend.
Coach, not only do you have some new players in your lineup on the bench as well, Adam got his first kind of back-to-back 2 home games here. How was that adjustment for Adam in your eyes? Obviously working with Coach Herter and yourself.
Well, it's been good. You know, he's a very bright young man, and he wants to learn. And I think he's, you know, taking everything in. He's been good. He's kind of been up in the press box for a period, kind of watching, and then he's back on the bench and helping and kind of looking for things that we need. And it's just kind of that getting his feet wet. But I like his record so far since he's been on the bench, so that's good. So no, but he's been a great addition to our staff, and we're looking forward to having him for a long time.
Coach, 75 years celebrated tonight with stickers for the team. Take us back to the captaincy of 2001-2002, and a guy by the name of Judd Medic led your team as the MVP, the most inspirational, and the best plus-minus rating for your team that year, and still making an impact on the program. A lot of guys have come through, made an impact, stayed in the community, and represented this team with class, haven't they, over 75 years?
Yeah, and he was one of my favorite captains. We've had a lot of them here lately, but early on he was my number 1 guy there. I think I played him quite a few minutes. But he had a great couple years when I got to coach him, and certainly I even tried to get him into coaching a little bit, but he's got a pretty good job. So, but no, he had a great career here and was a great leader for us. And it's great to still have him around the program, seeing him once in a while here and doing the games.
Example of everybody who's come through this program, I think, Coach, that makes a difference, I think, in one way or another.
Well, we try and recruit players like that, high character, good people, and obviously, he was a great leader. And you know what? We've had teams have good leaders, and sometimes they're not always great leaders, but he was a great leader for me and our program, and certainly helped me in that role. And obviously, it was sad to see him go. I wish I could have coached him for 4 years, but it's still nice to have him in Duluth and being able to see him and bounce things off him too, because I still want him to work on faceoffs with our guys. So I give him some pointers because he was pretty good.
Yeah, they did pretty good tonight. I don't know if I could have done anything to help them tonight.
Well, we got a couple of alums that were pretty good in the faceoff circle with you and Sid. So hopefully, if we need some pointers, we're gonna come to you just like I've asked you before.
He's got to practice tomorrow, I guess you got, right, with the kids tomorrow, with your own kids. So.
Well, let's game with the Bulldogs, so it's always better when you win. So, but it's a cool thing, and hopefully the kids enjoy it.
Coach, thank you very much. We appreciate your time. Congrats on a great weekend of hockey, and thanks for everything tonight. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yep, thank you. That's head coach Scott Salen gets his make a 344th win as the Bulldog head coach. We'll have much more on the Bulldog postgame report. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on My 9 Sports. Bulldogs with the sweep, 3-2 tonight against the Maine Black Bears, and really they took the early lead and were in control. And a veteran team like this, Judd, we didn't talk about it enough, I don't think, this weekend. Being the national champions, they didn't really get rattled even when Maine came back. Great effort by Maine, but the Bulldogs still didn't get rattled.
Yeah, and I think Coach talked about kind of seeing what it was like in a one-goal game, to see how this team reacted, and they've been in a few this year, and you know what, they came out, maybe it wasn't the prettiest game, but they were able to hang on, and that's part of winning. You got to learn how to hold on to leads. When a team's pressing, maybe it's just not your period or not your night, and you got to learn how to do that. And certainly it's a process of winning teams, and they kind of passed that grade tonight.
And they'll prepare them for the NCHC. Games like tonight prepare you for
every night.
play.
Every night's a one-goal game. It seems like, with the exception of a game here or there. But it's as you know, over the years, especially here, teams love to play here. It's a close game. They want to win. They want to knock off the national champs, right? So we're going to see that a lot this year.
Let's check out the stats. And again, the Bulldogs jumped out to that big lead, 3-2. 2 unanswered, though, by Maine. Made things interesting after that point. Shots again, Bulldogs 2 for 1 out shooting their opponent, Judd. That's been their MO all year.
Certainly, and it's great to get a lot of shots on goal. Obviously, that 44 nice, but the 20 on the other side is that's just what you want to preach. You want to limit shots on goal. You want to block a lot of shots, keep everything to the outside, and they really did that. They were never threatened for most of the night. And
the Bulldogs, of course, get the sweep. No points this weekend, but get the sweep against Maine, who did receive votes in the latest poll. Coming up on the My 9 Sports schedule, we have lots of sports for you. Of course, UMD football team, not one, but 2 games coming up here for you on My 9 Sports. They knocked off Winona State on the road today, 37-17. Congratulations to Kurt Weezy. And the football team, they get a win on the road. Those games November 3rd, November 10th at home. David Coy and Vince Reppers with all your play-by-play action for that. And then the Bulldogs will be back for NCHC play here against CC. Zach Schneider and Judd will be here with all the play-by-play action there. And that's going to be a key weekend for the Bulldogs. Points will be a premium at that point.
Yeah, it starts for real. Obviously, these non-conference games are huge as far as the pairwise, and we all know what happened last year when it was the .001.
That's right.
That got him into the tournament. Which, by the way, Hoagie had his ring tonight, flashing around, and on the inside of the championship rings, it's engraved .001. So. But again, hey, that's these non-conference games. That's what it all comes down to. You lose a game like tonight, and maybe 4 months from now, that's going to come back to haunt you. So
all more important, you win these games against CC if you want that regular season title too. That's something the Bulldogs also would like to get in the NCHC. So let's look at the highlights for tonight. Obviously, the Bulldogs got a great start. Riley Tufte scored yesterday, scored again. Again, Maine had some opportunities. But the Bulldogs get all kinds of scoring again from various players. There's Tufte's goal right there for the Bulldogs.
NHL-type shot from Tufte. One time that puck from Perunovic.
There's
Big
another
save there.
opportunity. Yeah, and so again, Pernovich with 2 assists on the first 2 goals. Noah Cates scored. Cole Koepke scored. Michael scoring for the Maine Black Bears, and then Vestrup scored to make it a 3-2 game. And the Bulldogs, of course, with some pressure throughout the game. And look at save after save, Hunter Shepard sprawling all over, making saves. Sometimes didn't even have a stick in some of those situations.
Yeah, he made some big saves tonight. Again, the 1-goal game, you need your goalie to make a big save here or there, and he certainly did tonight.
We'd like to thank our team here for helping us out. Of course, Lake Superior Media Studies students and staff, fantastic job. Thank you very much, not only tonight, all weekend long. Thank you, everybody from Lake Superior College for helping us out tonight. Also, for the folks back in the studios, for our intermission reports, thank you very much. For the staff here, thank you very much. It's been a fun night. Judd, appreciate you having me back again. And, of course, Zach Schneider will be back with you coming up for the next homestand. Again, we'd like to also thank our corporate broadcast partners that make these games possible. Certainly, we need that each and every time. And, of course, that's Essentia Health. And, of course, Kohler, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac. I'd like to thank everybody for their sponsorship. The Bulldogs get to win. They go on the road against Notre Dame. You heard head coach Scott Sandlin talk about it. They know it'll be a tough test next week.
Yeah, it doesn't get any easier, but what a fun place to play. A little rivalry in the last few years with some meaningful games against those guys with the golden helmets. So we'll see if they can do it again next weekend.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations on 75 years and being a part of it. Judd Medic, part of 75 years of Bulldog hockey. Fans getting a sticker tonight. For everybody back here, everybody back in the studios, thanks for watching. Bulldogs sweep the Maine Black Bears. Have a great night, everyone, and keep smiling, Northland.